The real flex. Silas was a certified grind-set bro, always chasing the bag. His whole vibe was about the hustle. He had the drip, the tech, the whole 9 yards. He was low-key convinced his main character energy came from his bank account. He'd post his wins online, flexing his life. No cap, this is what success looks like, he'd caption his posts. But high-key, when the likes stopped, he felt shook. The silence was deafening. One day, his friend Maya ghosted his DMs. When he finally found her, she was chilling at a local park, sharing a picnic with a bunch of real ones. The food wasn't fancy, but the laughs were bussin'. "What's up?" Silas asked, confused. "Why are you here? Don't you have to be grinding?" Maya just smiled. "This is the grind, Silas. This is the real life." She showed him her life. It was lit, but not with money. It was lit with genuine connections, shared stories, and moments that money couldn't buy. Her wealth was in her community, in the way she showed up for people. Silas had a major vibe check. He realized his wealth was just a performance. The real flex wasn't a bank account. It was having people who would show up for you, no matter what. He started to change his ways. He put his phone down and started showing up for his friends. He found that the real drip was the feeling of being present and connected. His bank account didn't change, but his life became richer. He finally understood that true wealth wasn't what you had, but who you had. And that was a whole new level of lit. The unbreakable bond. Elias, an old farmer, was low-key over his 3 sons, Leo, Noah, and Ethan. They were always on a vibe check, arguing about everything from who got the best chores to who had the most main character energy. It was a whole thing. "Bet you can't break this," Elias said to Leo, handing him a single, thin stick. Leo just smirked. "No cap, this is easy." He snapped it in half. "No problem." Elias then gave a stick to Noah. "My turn," Noah said, trying to one-up his brother. He broke it with a loud crack, flexing his arm afterward. Finally, Elias handed a stick to Ethan. "This is giving... What's the point?" Ethan asked, but he broke it just as easily as his brothers. "Now," Elias said, holding up a thick bundle of sticks tied together, "break this." The sons looked at each other, a little confused. Leo grabbed the bundle first. He pulled and twisted and pushed, but the sticks didn't even budge. He was low-key struggling. Noah took a turn, using all his strength. He grunted and strained, but it was a no-go. The bundle was solid. Ethan tried too. He gave it a few quick tugs and then sighed, shaking his head. "It's impossible," he said. "A single stick is weak," Elias explained, pointing from a broken stick to the bundle. "But together you are strong. Your disagreements are like a single stick. They are easy to break. But when you're a squad, you're an unbreakable bond," Elias finished. The brothers finally got it. They looked at each other and high-fived, ready to glow up together. The bear and the major reality check. Jax and Kai, totally vibed. BFFs for life, no cap. They decided to hit up a super dense forest for an adventure, promising to have each other's backs, for real. As they trekked deeper, the forest started giving off major spooky vibes. Then, out of nowhere, an absolute unit of a bear popped out, its eyes totally locked on them. It was a whole panic situation. Jax, straight up forgetting his ride-or-die promise, yeeted himself up the nearest tree, leaving Kai in the lurch. Kai was like, "Wait, what?" Realizing he couldn't outrun this beast, Kai quickly remembered a pro tip. Bears supposedly don't mess with dead stuff. With no other choice, he dropped to the ground. He held his breath, playing dead like a pro. The bear, casually strolled over to the motionless dude, sniffing him all over. Super tense moment, for real. After a beat, the bear, clearly thinking Kai was a goner, just lumbered off into the woods. Kai stayed still, waiting until the coast was totally clear. Once the coast was clear, Jax climbed down from the tree. With a nervous chuckle, he asked Kai, "Yo, what tea did the bear spill in your ear? Spill it." Kai gave him a look that was pure disappointment and replied, He dropped some serious wisdom. Never trust a friend who bails on you at the first sign of trouble. This whole experience was a major reality check. Kiko and the River's Secret, Gen Z edition. Chillin' high above a river lived Kiko, a snoopy monkey. His pad, a banyan tree, stacked with sweet berries. Kiko loved his tree, always seeking new besties. Down in cool waters lived Roka, a huge crocodile. Roka seemed sus, but Kiko wasn't fazed. He'd hook him up with berries, spreading good vibes. Roka listened to Kiko. Kiko learned Roka was thoughtful, chatterbox and chill observer. One summer, sun roasted. River gave low water energy. Tree drooped, berries tiny, crispy. Roka, seeing Kiko's vibe off, had deets on a secret spot. Hidden cove, upriver, he rumbled. Always green, stacked with juicy fruits, no cap, whole journey. Roka offered. Hop on my back, fam, safest route. Kiko shook, agreed. Roka swam through murky, deep water, dark, gnarly rocks, Kiko's heart doing the most. Was Roka playing him? A bamboozle? Kiko needed to bounce back ASAP. Hold up, Roka, chill, Kiko cried. Gotta cop a rare glow-up berry. U-turn, please. Roka, confused, turned. Kiko yeeted off, scaled his tree. You tryna finesse me, right? Kiko accused. Roka sighed. Nah, Kiko. Route fastest, safest. Just tryna be real. Glow-up berry was cap, right? Kiko felt red, embarrassed. He doubted his homie. My bad, Roka. Trusted the vibes. Roka smiled. They set off. Kiko's heart full of trust, no cap, towards the lush cove. Besties forever, for real. The Rabbit and the Turtle. Brio the rabbit was a total main character. He was always on his grind, zipping and zooming everywhere. No cap, I'm the goat of this forest. He'd flex to anyone who would listen, thinking his speed was the only thing that mattered. Sheldon the turtle, on the other hand, was just vibing. He was never in a rush, just living his best life. He'd spend his days chilling, taking in the scenery, and not being stressed about anything. One day, Brio saw Sheldon and was like, bet. He challenged him to a race, thinking it would be a total glow-up for his reputation. Sheldon just shrugged and said 8. The race started, and Brio took off like a blur. He was feeling himself, thinking this was an easy W. He was already thinking about the victory lap and the clout he'd get. Sheldon just started walking. He wasn't stressed. He was just doing his thing, one step at a time. He wasn't even looking at the finish line, just enjoying the scenery. Brio got way ahead. He saw a bougie-looking cafe with a sign that said, free Wi-Fi and iced lattes. He thought, I'm so far ahead, I can just chill here for a sec. Sheldon kept moving. He passed the cafe and saw Brio. He didn't say anything, just kept his head down and kept walking. No cap. Brio looked up from his phone and saw Sheldon was way past him. He was shook. He dropped his phone and latte and started sprinting. Brio was running as fast as he could, but it was too late. The finish line was right there. Sheldon crossed the finish line. The other animals were cheering. Brio finally arrived, out of breath. He was humbled. Sheldon just smiled and said, slow and steady is the real glow-up.